Welcome to 1000 Why Questions. Here we dig into everyday mysteries you've always wondered about.
You ever have one of those nights where you open Netflix just for a few minutes, and somehow it already knows exactly what you're in the mood for? Or maybe you hop over to Spotify and boom, there's the perfect playlist for your drive home. It almost feels creepy, like these apps aren't just recommending things. They're watching you live your life. So today we're asking one simple question. Why do AI recommendations feel so accurate? Almost like they know you better than you know yourself? Think about your apps the same way you think about that friendly barista who sees you every morning. After a few weeks, they don't just know your usual order. They know your vibe. They can tell when you're rushing, when you're relaxed, and when you desperately need that extra shot of espresso. AI works kind of the same way, but instead of reading your face, it reads your patterns. What time you watch shows, how long you hover over a thumbnail, whether you skip a song after 3 seconds or let it play all the way through. And just like that barista, all those tiny signals add up. Not magic, just math wearing a friendly smile. Now picture every app on your phone keeping a little notebook. Every tap, every pause, every nope, every love this, it all goes in the margins. By itself, none of it means much. But over time, those notes start forming a rough sketch of who you are. What you like when you're tired, what you like on weekends, what you like after work. It's not reading your mind, it's reading your rhythms. Then comes the really powerful part. Imagine thousands, millions of people who behave kind of like you. Maybe they binge cozy comedies after a long Monday. Maybe they listen to throwback hits on rainy mornings. AI looks at those clusters and says, people who act like you usually enjoy this. Want to try it? It's basically a giant digital version of people who liked this also liked, but powered by supercomputers instead of sticky notes. Researchers at MIT's Computer Science and AI Lab actually call this one of the most reliable ways to predict what someone will enjoy. Another ingredient is something called embedding models. These take messy human behavior, watch time, scrolling speed, taps, skips, and turn it into neat little mathematical coordinates. It's like turning your taste into a dot on a map. People with dots near yours? Yeah, they usually like the same stuff. Stanford researchers describe this as compressing complex behavior into a simple, predictable shape. Basically, finding your taste twin. And because these systems run millions of tests every single day, new thumbnails, new suggestions, new playlists, they keep learning. They're not locked into one idea of who you are. They constantly ask, did you like that? Did you skip this? Should we adjust? It feels almost like emotional intelligence, even though it's really just high-speed pattern recognition. The accuracy gives the illusion of empathy. Here's the twist. AI recommendations feel so personal, not because the system understands you, but because you're more predictable than you think. Most of us live in loops. Same coffee, same commute, same 10 p.m. scroll, same comfort shows. We feel spontaneous, but our digital trails are shockingly consistent. And sometimes AI predicts your next move before you consciously think of it. If your phone notices you listen to upbeat songs on cloudy mornings, it might cue one up before you realize the weather changed your mood. It's not reading emotions. It's reading behavior that correlates with emotion. Here's another surprising twist. Sometimes the recommendation feels accurate not because AI is great, but because you follow its lead. If Netflix keeps suggesting the same genre, you might eventually click out of convenience. Over time, you start becoming the kind of viewer the algorithm expects. The prediction is accurate because the algorithm helped make it true. And the biggest reveal, the AI doesn't know the real you, not your childhood, not your dreams, not your fears. It only knows the version of you that taps, scrolls, pauses, and clicks. A silhouette made of habits, and somehow that silhouette feels personal enough to be convincing. So next time Spotify nails your mood or YouTube serves you a video you didn't know you needed, remember, the algorithm isn't reading your soul, it's reading your patterns. It's holding up a mirror made of data, a mirror that reflects rhythms you repeat every day. And weirdly, sometimes that reflection reveals things we don't notice about ourselves. If you enjoy small, everyday science like this, hit subscribe and stay curious.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of 1000 Why Questions. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to support the channel. Got a thought or your own why question? Comment below. And if you want more,